Hello everyone, this is Fernando Live, a huge fan of the NieR and Drakengard franchises, created Equitara, fighting against Reverie, and also a huge metalhead. And welcome to something a little different in NieR Reincarnation. We're not on the main story now, but rather we are in the sub-quest. The game goes away because April 29th, yeah, that's the last day this game will be out in service. Leaves February 17th. And from what I've seen of these, they all offer 4-star characters, and you can fully ascend them by getting the medals. I thankfully have a new team that I worked on. You can see this. This is my first loadout. But yeah, the second one here is what I wanted to pull up. Wait, I can really switch, right? This one, yes. So I spent a lot of resources and materials on the Abstract Monster, Livonia, Shadowbound Exile, and Abstract Gunman Demos. Yeah, this is what I went with. So now getting through the story should be a lot easier with this. But for the records, I'm only going to show the battles that have story in them. So that's every 3, and the first one does have the story attached to it. So, oh wait, this second one. I want to do the first one. Yeah, as you can see, I already did this because I quit out early because the voices are in Japanese. Well, from what I found out, the third arc is not dubbed in English, it's only in Japanese. Probably because of money or something. But it appears that applies to these last few records too. So now that I know that, I'm not to quit this time. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to pause in between the battles if you don't have stories. So yeah, this should be like really easy.
I shall take care of him.
Wow. Oh, that's a heal. I just realized that.
Continuing mission.
瞬く間に迫る姉に驚いた少女は必死で剣を振ってガラ空きになった少女の胸元を姉のナイフが狙いました。少女は紙一重で飛び火去り突きを放ちます。姉は軽やかな動作で切っ先をかわします。
Did we already read it? Record Ritual Reverie Part 1. You hear that's in Japanese? I guess I'll read the English text. Sisters face each other in a garden, watched over by beautiful flowers. The younger girl holds a long wooden sword. The elder sister holds a sheathed knife. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for the Japanese voice to finish speaking first. The elder sister's age at marital terms more than make up for her disadvantage. Brace yourself.
そう言って勇んで勃拳を振り上げる少女。姉はそんな彼女を細めた目で見つめ、低い姿勢で地面を蹴ります。
The girl shouts, raising her wooden sword over her head. The elder sister watches with narrowed eyes, then lowers her stance and dashes forward.
に迫る姉に驚いた少女は必死で剣を振って身を守ろうとしますが、
The distance between them closes in an instant. The girl desperately tries to parry the attack, but her weapon is easily swiped away.
ガラ空きになった少女の胸元を姉のナイフが狙いました。
The knife plunges toward the wide opening at the girl's chest.
少女は紙一重で飛び去り、突きを放ちますが、
She leaps away at the last moment, thrusting out her sword, but the elder sister dodges the futile attack.
そして次の瞬間、跳ね上げられた少女の勃剣が天高く舞いました。少女は思わず尻餅をつきます。
Then mid-jump, her sword is knocked away and into the sky, and she soon finds herself landing hard on her rear.
長い勃剣と鞘に収まったナイフ。
A long-wielded sword versus a sheathed knife.
少しは姉に歯が立つような気がしていました。
The girl thought she at least had a chance.
けれど少女はあっけなく姉に敗北してしまったのです。
But she lost in a spectacular fashion.
追いつけず振り回されてばかりの稽古。それでも少女にとっては魅力的なものでした。
She struggles to keep up with training and is often the object of her sister's whims, and yet for her, it's all part of the allure.
姉のようになりたい。
She always wanted to be like her sister.
軍で華々しく戦いたいのです。
She always wanted to fight gallantly in the army.
尻餅をつく少女へ、姉はお日様のように笑って。
The elder sister flashes a smile as brilliant as the sun, extending a hand to her fallen sibling.
しかし少女の視線は伸ばされた手とは反対の手に握られた
But it's the other
姉の
hand
ナ
the
イフ
girl
を
is
見つめ
concerned
ていま
with.
した。
The one with the knife.
そして少女は
She
それが
wants
欲しい
it.
とねだります。彼女にはそのナイフが勲章のようであり、また勝利の秘訣のように見えたのです。
The knife is like a badge to her. In her eyes, it's a gleaming key to victory.
優しく塚をなぞります。
The elder sister suddenly laughs, gently brushing her thumb over the handle.
これは仲間を守るためにある。
This knife is for protecting my allies. I won't give up so easily.
照れたような誇るような表情。
Her expression is at once reserved and proud.
そんな姉と過ご
These
した
joyous
眩しい
days
日
with
々
her sister
い
are
つまでも
seared
少
into
女
the
の中
girl's soul.
に焼き付いています。それからしばらく経ってナイフは少女のものとなりました。
Time passes and the girl inherits the knife.
名誉ある戦士を遂げた姉の代わりに。
She takes her sister's stead, who met a glorious end in battle.
姉の死後から数年、
Oh, years have passed since her sister's death.
いつか稽古をつけてくれた庭で少女は遺品のナイフを見つめます。
In the garden where she once trained, the girl stares at her sister's memento, the knife.
胸に開いた大きな穴を一人で癒すことは
She cannot heal the gaping wound in her chest alone.
けれども
However,
久しぶり。
hello there.
姉と同じ部隊にいた青年が朗らかな笑みを
A
浮
young
かべ
man,
て訪ねてきまし
once
た。
part of her sister's unit, steps in with a serene smile.
思わず顔を輝かせ駆け寄る
The
少女。
girl beams, rushing to him.
姉の死後何かと気にかけてくれる青年を彼女は兄のように慕っていたのです。
He looked after the girl when her sister died, and she looked up to him as an older brother in turn. Well, there we go for the first part. I'll be back with the next part in just a bit when I get to it. Alright, so here we are now with Quest 4. Just gonna show this battle. And the next part of it understand. I like the combat fast. Ritual Reverie Part 2.
戦地で軍人の姉を失った少女。
The girl's soldier sister fell in battle.
そんな彼女の支えになってくれたのは
A young
姉
man
の同僚であった
who
青
once
年でし
fought
た。
alongside her supports the girl now.
家を訪ねてきてくれた彼を少女は紅茶でもてなします。
She pours him a cup of tea whenever he visits the house.
話すのはいつも姉のことばかり。
Her sister is the subject of all their conversations.
明るく面倒見がよく舞台でも活躍していたと聞くたびに少女の憧れは募りました。
Whenever the girl hears tales of her sister's radiance, compassion, and hard work, she cannot help but long for her.
同時に理不尽な死だったという思いも。
But all the while, she believes her death was an unfair one.
そして少女はこの日胸に秘めた炎を
And
青年に
today,
打ち明けることにしました。
she opens the fire in her heart to the man.
兄のように慕う彼ならばきっと理解してくれるだろうと。
He's like a brother to her. Of course he'll understand.
軍に入って姉さんの敵を討つよ。
I'm joining the military to avenge my sister.
しかし青年の顔はこわばります。
But the man's expression grows tense.
きっと彼は反対するのだと少女は思いま
The
した。
girl assumed he might protest her decision,
けれど何があってもこの決意は揺るがない。
but she
そう訴
knows
えるは
full
ずが
well her resolve will never waver.
思いも
She
よらぬも
readied
のでした。
herself to assert as much, but
お姉さんは僕のせいで死んだんだ。
your sister died because of me.
作戦中に独断行動をしたせいで僕が彼女を殺したようなものだ。
I selfishly acted alone during a mission. In essence, I killed her.
遺族のために何かしたいと尋ねていたこと。
And so he offered to help those she left behind.
明るく素直な少女を傷つけたくなくて話すべき機会を逃してしまったこと。
Wanting to avoid harming the bright and earnest girl, he let the opportunity to tell her past.
独善的とさえ思える言葉を彼はまっすぐに語りました。
His words are frank, if not rather sanctimonious.
そんなこと少女はすぐに受け入れられるわけがありません。
The girl cannot accept his words at face value.
殴られたような衝撃はいつまでも残り頭の中をこだまします。
She feels as though the wind was knocked out of her, and the words echo and swirl in her head.
思わず少女は席を立ちました。
She suddenly stands.
こぼれた紅茶が困惑の表情を映し出し
The
瞬
spilled
く間に
tea
冷めていきます。
reflects the bewilderment on her face.
向かいに座る青年に一別も与えず彼女は帰ってと告げました。
Without paying the man a single glance, she says in a commanding voice, "Leave."
鍛錬用の器具やデクが並ぶ薄闇の部屋。姉のような軍人になるためにそして敵を討つために作られた自室が伽藍堂の心を迎えます。
Training tools and wooden dummies line the dim room. The girl built this room to become a soldier like her sister so she may avenge her. It welcomes her empty heart.
まさか姉を死に追いやった相手から思い出話を聞いていたなんて。
But that she ever sat and listened to the stories of her sister from the one responsible for her death fills her with anger.
ふつふつと湧き上がる光。
Fury roils within her.
ギラついたナイフが憎悪に歪む顔を映します。
The gleaming blade of the knife reflects the twisted hatred of her expression.
なぜ姉は死なねばならなかったのか。
Why did her sister have to die?
すべての責任は彼
He
にあるのでは
was
ないか。
responsible for all of this.
血のにじむような鍛錬を助けた器具やデクを前にしても遺品のナイフは答えません。
Standing before the tools and wooden dummies, the object that aided her in her strenuous training, None come close to her memento, the knife.
語らぬ刃を少女はデクに突き立てました。
She stabs the silent blade into a wooden dummy.
何度も何度も
Over and over and over again.
癒えることのない憎しみをナイフに託し、誰かの死を望むように。
Her hatred will never subside. She lends it to the knife, wishing death upon another. And that's it for the second part. Be back with the third one in just a bit. Alright, here we are with quest 7.
Enemy forces sighted.
Yes, this is quest 7. Oh yeah, I gotta go on fast.
I have no time for this.
There we go.
Continuing mission.
That's an easy way to tell it there's a boss every time. I definitely did the right thing making use of my resources. Here we go, Ritual Reverie Part 3.
姉が死んだのは同僚の青年が起こした独断行動のせい。
Her sister died because the man in her unit selfishly acted outside of orders.
少女が知ったあの日から季節は巡りました。
Seasons pass. This is his revelation.
街を行進する軍人たち。
The army marches through the city.
つつましくも勇ましい兵士のパレードは彼らに守られた人々に
The
勇気を与
humble
えます。
yet valiant parade grants courage to those they protect.
象形の眼差しに包まれ堂々と進む一団。
The people look on with adoration as the soldiers boldly march.
後列の青年もまた誇らしい部下たちと道を歩み続けていましたが、
The young man in the back row proudly walks through the streets with his subordinates.
不審者が現れたのでしょうか。
But it seems there's an intruder.
沿道に配備された警備兵たちが騒ぎ出します。
Guards stationed near the side street are agitated.
応援に集まる黒山の人だかり。
A large crowd is gathered to support the parade.
そこから飛び出したのはあの少女でした。
Bursting out among them is none other than the girl.
警備兵の重心を鞘に入ったナイフで跳ね上げ、抜かれそうな剣をかかとで封じ、数の利など何の意味もありません。
Oh, she came to kill him. She knocks away the guards' guns with her sheath knife, using her heel to stop them from drawing their swords. Though they have power in numbers, she is unstoppable.
彼女はまっすぐに伸びる数十人の腕をかいくぐると、誰よりも軽やかな身のこなしで青年の前へ踊り出たのです。
Dodging her way through a sea of outstretched arms, with the lightest bearing, she lunges toward the young man.
迎撃態勢を取ろうとする部隊より早く、少女はギラついたナイフを抜きました。
Before the unit can assume an interception formation, the girl draws the gleaming knife.
姉さんの仇だ。
This is for my sister.
突きつけられる怒りの刃。
She thrusts her furious blade at him.
しかし青年は身しろぎ一つしません。
But he does not flinch.
湖面のような静かな瞳で彼女を見つめ返します。
His eyes, so as the surface of the lake, stare back at her.
まるで美しい刃を受け入れるかのように。
It's as though he accepts the beautiful blade.
動揺した少女の指が握るつかが震えます。
The girl's fingers and the handle in her hands tremble.
あと少しで刃が青年の体に届くというところで
the tip of the knife
少女はそれ以上手を動かすことができなくなったのです
stops just short of the man's body. She can no longer move her hands.
青年はナイフを一別するとわずかに眉を潜めました
The man looks down at the knife, his brow furrowed.
このナイフに何度も守られたのに僕は
Time and again, this knife protected me.
よみがえる姉の言葉
Her sister's words come back to her.
これは仲間を守るためにある
This knife is for protecting my allies.
ねだっても譲ってくれなかった
A
輝
shining
く勲
badge
章
she always coveted.
彼女が守りたかったものそれこそが
Who was it her sister wanted to protect?
追憶は唐突に弾けます
The girl was quickly pulled from her recollections.
警備兵に肩をつかまれた少女は引きずり倒されそうになりました
Unsteady on her feet,
その時
guards grabbed her by the shoulders and attempted to drive her away. However,
大丈夫知り合いだ
it's okay. She's a friend.
戸惑う彼女に考えるいとまも与えず
He reaches out to place a hand
小さな背負をしました
on the bewildered girl's small frame.
パレードの外へ関わりのないところへ
He leads her out of the parade to somewhere more quiet.
気をつけて帰りなさい
Get home safe.
あの頃のまま優しい声で
His voice is every bit as compassionate as it used to be. Wow. I'm glad she didn't go through with it. That would have been tragic. But we'll see how this ends. Hopefully, he survives. Alright, here we go with the final battle. The last part of this story. It was too loud. Yeah, this is the last battle.
Continuing mission.
Record, Ritual of Reverie, Part 4.
少女がパレード中の青年を襲撃した事件それは少女は青年の熱心なファンだったという噂にとどまり大ごとにはなりませんでした
A girl attacked a soldier in the middle of the parade. Rumors of a passionate fan getting a little too close and personal are quickly forgotten.
そして季節
Seasons
は巡
pass.
りますすべてを押し流すような土砂降りの
Torrential rain batters the streets and rooftops.
あいにくの天気の中入隊式が行われていました
The induction ceremony takes place under poor weather.
隊長である青年に名前を読み上げられた新隊員たちは雨の轟音にも負けず声を張り上げます
The young man, the captain, reads out the names of fresh recruits. They each respond with a hearty "Sir" over the deafening downpour.
その中には
Among the
少女の
recruits
姿もありました
is the girl.
青年は彼女の鋭い視線を受け止めた後に
Her gaze is intense. The young man closes his eyes as though steeling himself.
式を終えても雨は降り続いていました
Even after the ceremony, the rain does not abate.
いつかを追憶するように外を眺める青年
The young man gazes outside, recalling days past.
その体に刃が突きつけられます。
The blade of a knife is thrust toward him.
やはりあの少女でした。
He knows right away who wields it.
まるで驚かない青年に少女の苛立
His
ちは募りま
lack of surprise only fuels the girl's anger.
す。しかしどうしても伝えなければなりません。
But she has something to tell him.
軍学校で彼について調べ上げたこと、
She looked into him during her time at military school.
隊長のくせに弱腰で多くの撤退命令を出していることから、臆病者
Despite his rank,
揶揄されてい
he
る
is
こと。
widely known as a spineless leader who has issued more retreat orders than any other, earning him the nickname Captain Craven.
けれどそれは仲間を死なせないための策。
But his careful calls keep his company safe from harm.
青年とならばどんな戦地に
Many
も
a soldier willingly enters into battle with him.
そういう仲間がたくさんいる
He
と、
always sees to their safety.
握りしめたナイフを震わせながら少女は青年を舐め上げます。
The knife travels in the girl's hands as she glares up at him.
忘れるな。今のお前は姉さんたちの屍の上に立っていること。
You sit upon the corpses of my sister and her allies. Don't forget it.
溢れそうになる悔しさを押し殺し、少女は刃を下ろしました。
She swallows her flood of rancor and lowers her blade.
そのかすかなおえつが届いたのでしょうか。
Perhaps her faint sob reached him.
思い詰めた顔で青年はうなずきます。
With a pensive look, the man nods.
けれどどんなに真摯な態度で
But no matter his sincerity,
も、どんなに温か
no
な時間を
matter
過ご
the
したと
warm
しても、
times they shared,
あの眩しくて優しく
could
て
she ever
憧れ
forgive
だ
the
った
man
姉を死なせた
who
人
let
を
her radiant,
許せるでしょう
compassionate
か。
sister die?
いつかあの日のような
Will
晴れ
the
やか
day
な
ever
心が戻る
come
日が来て、悲しみが癒えることはあるのでしょうか。
when the girl's sadness recedes?
降り続く雨に果てがあると信じられるでしょうか。
Will there ever be an end to the torrential rain?
答えのありか
She cannot
はわか
say.
りません。手の中にあるナイフは重く、少女にはまだ大きいのです。
The knife she holds is heavy, too big for her small hands.
それでも姉が仲間を守るために使った刃を妹の自分が憎しみの血で汚すことの方が許されないことのように思えたから。
But if she ever sullies it, this weapon meant to protect her sister's allies with the blood of her hatred, she knows she'll never forgive herself.
少女は
And so,
前を向こ
she
うと決め
presses
ま
on.
した。
Well, that was for the 2.5-year anniversary. Well, that'll do it for this. I hope you all enjoyed this. Take care. Have a great day, everyone.